The reason I would warn a man not to marry an emotional woman is because she will make decisions based on those emotions. She could decide to divorce you tomorrow if she's going through a tough time. She's a liability. So it's not to say that we can't be emotional as women at all. I'm a very sensitive, emotional woman, but I have control. I have emotional intelligence, which means just because I feel it doesn't mean I say it. Just because I feel it doesn't mean I act on it. And so the women that are actually able to hold on to their emotions and harness them, they make great wives. But the women who just feel everything and say how they feel and act on how they feel, she could apply for divorce tomorrow because she had a bad day. She could break up with you tomorrow because you said the wrong thing. She lacks grace.
Says here is an early cue suggesting that a situation, person, or investment requires closer examination or, watch this, or even avoidance altogether. But y'all, you'll never get there. You'll never get there if you don't go and get some wise elderly counsel. So these red flags, just testing every spirit. Why should you test every spirit? Why do men need to know about these red flags? Why does this matter? Well, it matters because of a couple things. One of those things is emotional states. A wrong spouse from an emotional standpoint. Men, you want to really try to, as much as you can, stay out of getting emotional. This might be a good way to not be getting all into your emotions, okay? But a wrong spouse choice could affect your peace. It can affect your peace, man. Come on. You know, you need to protect your peace. Now, God will give you a peace that passes out of understanding, but you know, he gives you that when you follow his way. Now, listen. Now, if you have gone down the road, a long way down the wrong road, and you all of a sudden repent and turn to God, yeah, he can give you a peace which passes all understanding. But we would like to avoid that if we can, y'all. Why you got to be beat up and knocked out in order to figure out? No, I don't need to. I want my peace now. See, a wrong spouse choice can affect your peace. It can affect children. It can affect your ministry. I know something about that. Come on now. I let a spouse. Now, I'm not going to blame it on her 100%. I blame it on myself 100%. But I had a spouse that contributed to me not doing the ministry that God had called me to for years. You can't do that. You cannot let a spouse affect your ministry. But that's what's at stake when you making the wrong choices. It can affect your finances, a wrong spouse, your emotional stability, your calling, your purpose, and your future generation. And again, this is why you got to test every spirit, because you need to be asking the person that you are considering marrying, and especially with men, when you're talking to that woman, man, you need to be asking her, what's her scope? What's her view on all the things that you're doing? What's her scope on your ministry? What's her scope on your purpose? What's her scope on your calling? How does she feel about it? What's her opinion about all these things? Because if this person is not in line and on board, that's not just a red flag for, he said, you need to examine. No, that ain't a red flag for examining. Honey, that's a red flag for avoidance. You need to avoid. If that person is not testing A's, with regard to your ministry, with regard to your calling, she's saying, well, I don't know about that. We'll see. Oh, no. Honey, it's time to avoid. You need to run. Don't look back. Come on. I'm just saying. So y'all, people protect their business investments more carefully than their marriage covenant. Yeah, they do. There's a lot at stake. When this business is, there's a lot at stake with businesses. They ain't playing that. But it's a lot of stake in marriages. These business owners, they're gonna protect their business investment. Why are you not protecting your marriage covenant? Now, I just want to give a contrast between the two. Companies vet employees. Government vets leaders. But many people marry based on emotions. As a man, you cannot be marrying based on no emotions, bro. It ain't about how you feel. It ain't about how they make you feel. They should not even be making you feel that way right now. But see, a lot of y'all done went into the cookie jar. See that? That's what happens so many times. You're a Christian, but you invade in the cookie jar. You can't wait to get in the cookie jar. And I've learned that, they've been teaching a lot of these girls, even Christian ones, they'll let you get all up in that cookie jar before the marriage. And then all of a sudden, when she get married, they done closed up the cookie jar. They done closed it up. Bruh, what's wrong with you? You about to make some emotional decisions. You ain't got time to be making no emotional decisions. You got to make a decision based on the facts, based on the truth.